Hello, today we will talk about which companies are required to have audited annual financial statements. An independent audit is an activity to contribute to the publicity and transparency of economic and financial information of the audited unit and other enterprises and organizations. Contribute to a healthy investment environment, improve the effectiveness of economic and financial management and administration of the state and business activities of enterprises. Which companies are required to have audited annual financial statements? Let's watch the following video. Article 15, Decree No. 17/2012/NDCP dated March 13, 2012. 1. Enterprises and organizations whose annual financial statements, as prescribed by law, must be audited by the audit firm. Branches of the foreign audit firm in Vietnam include: A. Enterprises with foreign-owned capital. B. Credit institutions which are established and operating under the law on credit institutions, including branches of foreign banks in Vietnam. C. Financial organizations, insurance companies, reinsurance companies, insurance brokerage companies, branches of foreign non-life insurance companies. D. Public companies, securities issuing organizations and securities trading organizations. 2. Other enterprises and organizations are subjects of compulsory auditing under relevant provisions of law. 3. Enterprises and organizations subject to audit by the audit firm and branches of foreign audit firms including: A. State enterprises, except those operating in the field of state secrets as prescribed by law, must be audited for the annual financial statements. B. Enterprises, organizations implementing the national important projects, Group A projects using state funds, except for the projects in the field of state secrets as prescribed by law, must be audited for the settlement report of project completion. C. Enterprises and organizations with 20% or more of the voting rights held by state groups, state corporations in the end of the fiscal year must be audited for annual financial statements. D. Enterprises with 20% or more of the voting rights held by securities listing, issuing and trading organizations at the end of the fiscal year must be audited for annual financial statements. E. The audit firm, branches of foreign audit firms in Vietnam must be audited for annual financial statements. 4. Enterprises and organizations subject to the audit of annual financial statements as stipulated in Clause 1 and Clause 2 of this article, if as prescribed by law, must make the consolidated or general financial statements, must implement audit for consolidated or general financial statements. 5. The audit of financial statements and settlement reports of project completion applicable to enterprises and organizations as stipulated in Point A and B Clause 2 of this article shall not substitute the audit by state audit. 6. Other enterprises and organizations which are voluntary to be audited. If an enterprise is required to have audited annual financial statements, but that does not perform the audit, what are the penalties for administrative violations in the field of independent audit? We will share in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to update the latest information on legal documents, relevant specialized news. Thank you and see you soon.